Yeah, what's the deal? BigEAstrology. Tuesday. Think about it, Tuesday. This is the Astro-Weather for November 14th, and the moon is dancing in Sagittarius. Came in early around midnight, right? So we have it for the next 2.5 days. And you can track that moon, my moon tracking birth chart service. Really, really helpful. And I would say really transformative to understand the emotional mind, your reactions, body, intuition, your health, family you create. That's the moon, ladies and gentlemen. And it's in Sagittarius, so it's making a conjunction today to Mercury. So the emotional mind and the analytical mind are kind of in simpatico. But, Moon and Mercury are not the best friends, so there's not always a positive conjunction. Sometimes we can exaggerate with this and be blunt and arrogant with the Sagittarius, Mercury. But then emotionally, you could be very kind of dogmatic and stuck in your beliefs and philosophies. And this is, I feel that this is the righteous way to be, and I'm not gonna do this and da 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 da. And, today I'm not talking about any of the war and all that stuff. Just spiritually not feeling it. So I would say we are definitely moving along in that Scorpio Cancer Deacon. So the emotional safety and security is going to be important, especially because of the sun being conjunct Mars. So you can feel really fueled and passionate and fired up. And, tomorrow we'll probably have that exact conjunction at 23 degrees. And it's still in that energy of opposing Uranus and the sun opposing Uranus as well. So there could be some definitely strange sudden events. And like I predicted and told you, right? And we had, prayers for everybody in Iceland. And then I think some fire or stuff in California on the 110 highway. I mean, it just, I hate to say it, you pray for everybody, but that's like astrology good in terms of placements really manifesting and playing out, okay? Now, we don't wish any harm for anybody or anything like that, but this is what the cosmos and the stars were showing, and they can manifest in a multitude of ways, So I hope you're still really integrating this Scorpio new moon energy, and to kind of make sure you finish or releasing and purging all the things that you need to. And now with the moon in Sagittarius, it's like, well, go ahead and expand your mind, your consciousness. Right, relax your body, let your mind be free. Shout out to EMPD. Eric and Parrish making dollars, right? EPMD, sorry. So, love EPMD, Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, Brand Nubian. Come on, Jungle Brothers. Nice and smooth, the duets, right? In New York, MCs. But it is the day of Mars. So because Mars is so conjunct to that sun, remember, lift the weights above the shoulders, exercise, run your errands. Today's going to be a busy day. Get things done. We are coming off like late last night, and I put up those videos. Hope you watched it. The Sagittarius moon squaring Saturn. And that definitely was playing out overseas. If you know, you know. But I think we can also be a little optimistic that maybe, the Sag moon wants some freedom. Maybe we can, expand and explore and find some freedom, with our beliefs and philosophies, our financial freedom. Doesn't always have to stay dogmatic, So ground in nature. Trying to, get a deal so the government doesn't shut down, all that stuff. But, expect anything, we'll get to the chart, and the moon will finish up in Sagittarius tonight, about 14 degrees, East Coast, West Coast, about 15, close to 16 degrees. And tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, episode 172, Knowledge is Love. We'll be looking at Scorpio polarities, the ascendant versus the descendant, the sun versus the moon, with my amazing guest, Miss Anjani Seagrass, Awaken the Dream School, Venus Gemstone on Instagram. So Yeah, she's coming back again, before the year ends out. And that's my soul sister. So we're going to collab and really get in. She's a Taurus ascendant. She's got that Scorpio descendant. So, and I'm the Scorpio rising. So it makes sense. And she's Scorpio Uranus to really get into some scorpionic talk to wrap up the season because we're getting ready to get the Sagittarius season. Before we get to the chart, remember the Scorpio birth chart sale ends November 22nd, $98 or 206. Put them in a mix. BigEAstrology@gmail.com. Sagittarius Sun Moon Risings, you should be dropping bombs. So book a birth chart reading. Let's get to the chart in the Astro Weather for Tuesday, November 14th. All right, so we don't look at a particular ascendant. It switches every 2 hours. All my manpower for $4 an hour. So yeah, look at that Sag moon dancing, baby. So this is at 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. And like I said, it will get to about 14 degrees. Fishies. Okay. And 15... close to 16 degrees, but 15 degrees on the west side. So, Saturn is still creeping up slowly. We'll get to 1 degree, soon. I think at the end of November. But it'll still be there to like 12/12. And I may do a special 12/12 masterclass, looking at that Sagittarius new moon energy, but just the 12/12 portal. So I will be announcing that. That's a Tuesday. So it may be Tuesday night, maybe an hour, 75 minutes from maybe 8 p.m. Eastern to, 9:15. So it'll be like, just a small little thing. I'm thinking of doing like $12. And so you can come during the week and we could have some fun looking at the energy because it is the last new moon of the year coming up. But this 12/12 portal is always kind of magical. Okay. So, yeah, we'll look at that. And the nodes, they're still doing their dance, kind of squaring Pluto. Jupiter's moving down to 8 degrees now. And Uranus is still, they're still in retrograde. Remember to December 30th. Lilith has been dancing and it's still in Leo. Juno's still moving along in Virgo. And of course, we have the Venus. So Venus and Libra and Mercury and Sag are kind of dancing together in that sextile. And, there can just definitely be a lot of things about planning trips and vacations and thinking about, beliefs and philosophies and kind of trying to, I'm hoping this Venus and Libra could spark some harmony and peace. And maybe it can do that as it gets closer to the South Node in early December. At the same time, this is a great time to order a synastry compatibility chart, okay? Or a mini love chart reading, mini relationship chart, looking at your 5th, 7th house, Juno, Venus, Jupiter, and some more. Only $53. So just hit me up, BigEAstrology@gmail.com. And you can email me for any of my services. But yeah, that's, really it for the day. Not tomorrow, but I would say early Thursday morning, the moon in Sag will square Neptune. Okay, so you'll be waking up to that Thursday morning before the moon leaves and goes to Capricorn for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of where we're at. This is an interesting day. It can be a preachy, teachy day. There could be some bloviating, some exaggerating, and I think that we have to kind of focus on being optimistic and, setting new intentions, and that we are kind of releasing and purging some of this Scorpio Taurus energy. Obviously, we still need to ground. We still need to have our spiritual discipline and set the healthy boundaries in our life. All right. So That's the Astro Weather, BigEAstrology. Have a wonderful day. And yeah, November 14th. All right, y'all. Tuesday, the day of the planet Mars. It can be a little intense emotionally, being conjunct the sun and still kind of in that energy, only a 2-degree orb of opposing Uranus. So just be mindful of the extreme weather and definitely prayers to LA and Iceland and Ukraine and Russia and Sudan and Congo, Palestine and Israel, sending love to the collective, trying to vibrate from a place of peace and love and high vibrations and frequency. Everything is energy. So speak and claim positivity and peace. But make sure you sign up this Saturday. Sign up now. 2 hours, $20. Email me. You can pay PayPal, Cash App. PayPal is tailoredyoucoaching@gmail.com. The Cash App is T2UC. And yeah, astrological coffee talk. I need another cup of coffee. Astrological coffee talk with Eric, BigEAstrology. Pluto and Aquarius chart. It's going to be deep. And then we're going to look at the Jupiter Gemini chart on June 2nd in a trine to Pluto and Aquarius. And this could be very beneficial for podcasts, blogging, just communicating and exploring the truth of science and technology and esoteric knowledge and astrology. This is June 2nd. This is going to be a really fascinating chart and energy and time. So reach out to me this Saturday, November 18th, 4 p.m. Eastern, 2 hours over Zoom. My 11th house crew, building community, people come all over the world. So I'm excited for you to join and, book your spot today. Don't wait till the last minute. All right. So just email me directly. Have a good one. Enjoy the Astro Weather for November 14th, the planet Mars. Later.
The moon is connected to my emotion. The moon is connected to